Chapter 2. First Steps. The dawn of a new day was spilling over the mountain ridges like a canvas of pale light, painting the rocks in shades of gold and silver to the world. It was a morning like any other to Edelia. It was her first morning. The first time she had felt the chill of morning, not like a breeze caressing petals, but like a living touch on bare skin. The first time her feet had rested on the ground, trembling slightly, fragile and curious. Edelia stood on the top of the rock that had once been her cradle, where, once her roots had sunk deep into the stone, now her heart throbbed. Her blue gaze, deep as the winter sky, stretched out over the green forests, the shadowed valleys, the rivers that sparkled in the distance. Everything was new. Every tree, every stone, every cloud seemed to call to her with an unspoken promise. And yet, amidst this grand landscape, she felt small. "So, this is what it's like to be alive," she whispered to herself. Her voice sounded weak, strange, like a language she knew instinctively, but had never spoken. It was heard for the first time. She liked the sound. It was warm, fragile, real. She took a step. Her knees trembled. Her bare feet encountered sharp, cold stones, but it didn't hurt. The pain was a part of her new existence, and she welcomed it with amazement, not fear. She staggered, fell to her knees, but laughed. It was her first fall. She rose slowly, her hands supporting herself on the rock, and took another step. Then another. Walking was an act of will. Each step was a choice, a gesture in which she said to herself, "I exist." The climb was hard, but the descent was an adventure, as high as the mountain that had held her captive had been, so wide was the unknown who was waiting for her below. She looked at the horizon and felt for the first time the taste of fear. It was a deep, unknown thrill, but also a calling. On her way, Edelia discovered the wind, not the one that rustled through the petals, but the wind that penetrated through the hair, that whipped her cheeks and ripped the tears from her eyes. She was cold, but she was also happy. Everything was a revelation. A white butterfly flew past her. Without thinking, she reached out her hand. The butterfly stopped on her finger, as if it recognized her. Edelia smiled, and her heart filled with such pure joy that she felt it could melt. "You are free too. But you have wings," she whispered. She had legs. But maybe, in a way, walking was a form of flight. Descending among the rocks, she approached the edge of a forest. The sun barely penetrated through the dense branches. The air was humid, smelling of moss, earth and life. A bird was singing somewhere in the foliage, and Edelia stopped, spellbound. That sound, the song, was more beautiful than any silence she had known in her life as a flower. She bent down and touched the trunk of a tree. The bark was rough, cold but alive.